So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Surprise. Then again, if you watched the last video, might not be completely a surprise, but I'm back with another upload. And what what should probably be the last upload of the day. 4 videos in one day. I mean, jeez. It's not many channels that put out 4 videos in one day, but here we are nonetheless. We are busy. We are doing stuff. And today in this video is we're going to be talking about, is the Man United takeover finally coming to its inevitable close? Now, reports have suggested that there are final stages. The talks of a final stages are somewhat happening behind the scenes, despite all fronts being very, very quiet and all outlets not really reporting anything at the moment. However, in accordance to CBS Sports Golazo, it's a very long Twitter handle, has reported here that advanced talks and significant legal steps about the takeover of Manchester United are happening behind the scenes. Well, let's talk about this video. We'll talk about this video's hypothetical case in point. I think there's one simple thing that that puts me in doubt about this, as does any sort of information coming out about this takeover happening, is that there are NDAs in place. I'm sorry to have to repeat myself all the time, but NDAs means that any sorts of private talks or even legal talks, but probably most especially legal talks, being leaked out is probably not something that you would expect to see when there are NDAs right the way across the board with the Rain Group. So a part of me, pessimistic Pete. Let's call me pessimistic Pete. Well, pessimistic Pete over here believes that it's probably not at that stage yet, because you'll probably get someone else report at some point very soon that, oh, neither group has heard about what's going on with the takeover. But then again, we also heard in, I think, one of the earlier videos today, I can't remember if it's the first or the second one, where Nice Matin reported that Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos were losing confidence and losing faith that their bid would be accepted. So, you know, that probably was one telltale sign. Telltale. It's a bit of a tongue twister. But then again, I only speak English and I'm not even good at speaking that. But is that significant enough that now we see this piece of information come out? That there's legal steps being taken. There's talks, very, very, very delicate discussions, very delicate topics being discussed in terms of the takeover. So just to further more continue on the point, despite the silence of Manchester United takeover process in public, advanced talks and significant legal steps are happening behind the scenes. So again, pessimistic Pete, negative Nancy have combined forces together, and they say NDAs tell me otherwise. But maybe I have got this all wrong. Maybe negative Nancy and pessimistic Pete are just exactly who they are. Maybe they're just fictional characters. Maybe all of this information is true. Again, we're dealing in hypotheticals. Maybe it's all true. But the optimist in me is hoping and praying that this is significant information, in contrast to whereabouts this takeover process actually is, and not where we are being led down the garden path into thinking, oh, it'll all be over soon, and then all of a sudden you'll get breaking news that, oh, well, the Glazers going to suddenly unleash a sixth round of bids or something. And I'll tell you what, I think, have we even reached the sixth round? Yeah, I think we have. I think there has been fifth bids from parties have been submitted. So yes, we technically would be on to some of the parties, probably just only Sheikh Jassim and Qatar are the only one that have gone to their fifth bid. As their be all and end all, that the Glazers might turn around and say, "Well, we want the sixth bid now." That might happen, but that also, in my opinion, most likely won't. I think the bidding stage is history now. I think we're past that. Thankfully, I think what we are focusing on now is sort of the more in-depth stages of really ironing out the final details before going ahead and saying, "Yeah, that's the best offer for us. That's the one we're going to go with. That's the one we're going to focus on." And here's your exclusivity, right? I think that's probably whereabouts we are. Now, the legal side of things, not to say that they've not made. Now, this is the thing. They might have said, "Well, we've not made a decision yet, but we're always talking to these parties. We're always talking to these groups about the different things, different elements of a takeover." Because I can't imagine for something this big that all talks and contact would just be ceased for an extended period of time, where there'll just be radio silence. I can't imagine there should be a long period of just radio silence with no contact whatsoever. So I think there's always going to be discussions, and it's probably those discussions that are being sort of reported on. Now they probably don't know, exactly that it's that nature of conversation that's going on, but they know that there's, he's basically just reporting stuff that they probably know, everybody knows, or everybody should know, is just um, part and parcel, is part of the stages for a takeover process. So maybe that is the case. Maybe that's what's going on. Um, Seeing if there is anything else on this list regarding. No, I think it's everyone's just saying the same thing. Everyone's just saying the same thing. But Terry Fleurs of the Football Terrace is feeling confident, and that's what we want to see. We want to see confidence. We want to see optimism. We want to see people, feeling good about things. We'll see people feeling excited, as whatever his name was it Josh Kroenke? Josh Kroenke? Be excited, guys. Be excited. Um, But yes, Terry Fleurs is confident that this takeover is drawing to a close, and I want to be in the same boat. I want to say the same thing. I want to have the same outlook. I want to say, yeah, we are approaching the final stage where there is no turning back under any circumstances. So fingers crossed. Yeah, we'll cross the fingers, and we will hope and pray that this is the very beginning, or I say the very beginning of the final stage, and that things will start to accelerate and be wrapped up, and everyone can start focusing on more important footballing matters. And the sooner we can get into that stage, the better for everyone's mental health, because this takeover has seriously been dragging people through mud, through water, through lava, through ice, through everything, sewage. Uh, just absolutely, it's just even the journalists. It's the fact that even the journalists have come out and said that it's ridiculous the way that the United supporters have been kept in the dark on. Oh, they need clarity. They need clarity. This, they need clarity that. The Glazers ain't given us clarity for 17/18 years. I don't think we're going to start getting it now. I won't get it tomorrow. Won't get it next week. Won't get it next month. Even with future endeavours for the Glazers and whatever business ventures they go on after Manchester United, I still don't think they'll be giving people clarity in any walks of life. So that's just a personality trait on their part. I just don't think that they are ones to be transparent. So we shouldn't expect transparency at any given point. So it's just more the case. We just have to wait and we just have to be hopeful, yeah, and be optimistic that the news that we are all waiting to hear, that the news that we're all waiting to see or hoping to see, will be breaking very, very soon. And the optimist within me believes that that is just right around the corner. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think. If you agree with this, if you disagree with this, just let me know down in the comments. You know, that's your canvas, you're the painter, off to work you go. If you so fancy calling it work, because God only knows how some people live on the internet, just throwing comments left, right, and center. But if you did enjoy the video and you would like to continue seeing more of this sort of content, smash the like button, drop a subscription, turn that notification bell on, and if you have got a notification bell on, you probably will see this video as it's come out. It should come out later in the evening for those of you who are probably watching in the previous videos as well, because I did say that this was a potential video, but keep notification bells switched on because you never know when content's going to drop with me, as well as the rest of the United fan base in all other content creators on this platform. You just never know unless people keep posting um, their schedules and everything, and do what like how some Twitch streamers do in their Discords, where they post their weekly schedules for like when they start work or when they finish work, and whether they do something like that. I don't do that. I don't do that yet, at least. So it's just more the case of just watching out when it comes out. Watch out when it comes out. And that's all from me today. I'm going to be signing off, and we'll be seeing y'all again tomorrow. But yeah, just a quick one. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and comment if you so fancy it. All support is massively appreciated. Massively appreciate all of y'all who watch the video and give any form of support. Doesn't matter what form it's in. Um, I love you all for it. It's goodbye for me, and we'll be seeing y'all tomorrow. Ciao for now.